with E3 canceled, what do you want from Nintendo in terms of a major announcement moment? Um, a lot of companies have come out and said they're going to do something. Nintendo said they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. They haven't,
Yeah.
typical Nintendo, keeping it close to the vest. They haven't said what they're going to do. But in the perfect world, what would you like to see happen?
I would like to see more of the same, but I actually have been thinking about it, and I think this could be a good thing. So I would still like to see the Nintendo Direct, like everyone else. This is an important one, usually a bigger one. And then I would really like to see, we talked about this a few weeks ago, Treehouse needs to stay. This is
Mm-hmm.
like my new favorite thing
Mm-hmm.
about E3. Like a couple years ago, we saw Yoshi's Crafted World, like 2 years before it came out, actually,
Yeah.
because it got delayed. So we saw the whole first level. We saw some Smash stuff, which I wasn't really interested in, but we saw like complete characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And then there were even some reveals. So that needs to come back. But I've been thinking about this year. What if like they released just for E3 weekend the demos that you would usually play at
Yeah.
E3, but like in your house?
That would be. Listen, there's been rumors about that for a while now.
Yeah.
What I would love to see is this. This is not only a Nintendo thing. This is an E3 thing that I would like to see happen. What I would love to see is I would love to see E3 start to take on and start doing panels. Start doing things like that to me. If they did panels, if they started doing panels, it would take them to the next level. Like,
Hmm.
do a panel with Miyamoto and Reggie and whatever and talk about like Iwata. Or do a panel with the Last of Us crew and talking about the game. Like, do these different panels, right? But then start to sell virtual tickets.
Yeah.
There's, not Bethesda, Blizzard. Blizzard does BlizzCon every year, and they do these virtual tickets where you can go. You pay a premium price, but you get gear, you get swag, you get all this stuff, right? And then you get to watch all these panels exclusively, right? So they do opening ceremony, which is kind of their big thing, and then everything moves to digital. I would love to see E3 to do this. I think that's what saves E3. That's the future of E3. Still do
Yeah.
your event there for people that can get out there and no big deal. But I would make it do that now. The other thing too is I would then, if I was Nintendo, I would go, our date, our time stays the same. We don't change a thing.
Hmm.
We go, we turn around, we put it on, we do our Nintendo Direct at 11 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it is. We do that for the 30 to 40 minutes, whatever it is. And then we take a quick little, not even a pause for a blip. The blip goes right to Treehouse Live. And then what I would love to see them do is go, hey, we're going to show off this game. And when the game is done, like you said, the minute that game gets done getting showcased in Treehouse Live, they go, it is now live on your Nintendo Switch. You can download a demo for this. Go around, pick up the demo, and you can start playing while you're still watching Treehouse Live. Because remember, you can hold this thing in your hand, you can play on the go, and all that stuff. And then
Yeah.
I would just do something where the demos are live for like, maybe that day. Maybe that forces people to watch your content is to go, we're going to give you these demos, but it's only available for this day. While Treehouse Live is open, maybe keep it open for like 3 hours after Treehouse Live. So
Yeah.
it depends. Like if you are only doing demos for like the first 3 games or 4 games of that day, then you leave it for the day, and then when the Treehouse Live is done, boom, it shuts off. Yes, it stinks for the people that can't be home, but you know what? It's no different than if you can't go to E3, you can't play it. So,
Yeah.
but I would, without a doubt, do something like that where I would not change. If I'm Nintendo, I would not change what I'm doing. Like I would tell Nintendo in Washington, hey, you're not going to Cali this year, but set up something in your offices. Because if you remember, when they did the reveal of the Switch, they did the announcement, and then the next morning they did a Treehouse Live for like 3 or 4 hours, and it was
Yep.
showcasing a bunch of games that they did, that they showed at during the thing. They showed off Splatoon 2, they showed off Mario Odyssey, they showed off ARMS, they showed off all these games that were basically, in that little reveal that Nintendo did. So I would wholeheartedly be like, hey, here we go. You're going to be able to play these games. Because I think giving people the opportunity to play demos, because a few years ago, right, they did, when Mario Maker was a thing, right? The year that Mario Maker on the Wii U was announced, they did this thing where Best Buy, you could go to Best Buy, and it was only certain Best Buys, and you could go play the demos. You go in, I remember playing Mario Maker and Triforce Heroes with a group of people. And I had a blast. Now, again, if you're not doing this particular thing with the demos because of, the situation we're in, right? If E3 shut down for a particular situation, then I would turn around and go, okay, you're not doing this? No problem. We're not going to do the Best Buy thing, but we're going to give you the access to it. So I think you're right on that aspect of giving people demos.
I like that idea. I mean, my biggest fear is they push this current Direct whenever it comes out. They push it a little bit further, and then for this E3, they have a Smash reveal and then a Smash tournament. That would be the worst case scenario. I'm not a big Smash fan, player, whatever, but I feel like that's the easy way out for them. Show a Smash character and then have a weekend long tournament. Maybe you can use the character for that weekend just to try it out, but that's worst case scenario for me.
The one thing that's might be trouble with a Treehouse Live, and I want one so badly. I love Treehouse Live. The one thing that makes me a little nervous is that they always bring developers in.
Yeah.
They're interviewing the developers while they're there.
That's true. So, they give a lot to that show. They have a lot of insight.
So what happens, it's not, I don't think it's so easy to just go, okay, Treehouse Live. I know they can do it. Yeah. Just eliminate you just got to basically eliminate the travel. You basically take a small core team. You don't need the massive production. You can easily stream it to YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. I don't see why they can't do this. I would say try not to change anything the best of your abilities.
Even a pre-recorded 20 to 25 minute gameplay session, with someone talking over it. I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
2020 is a weird year, but I just hope they keep that kind of it's cool as a fan seeing a game that's not released yet, going tons of in-depth about it. I don't know. It's always exciting. So.
Well, the thing too, if you remember, when Nintendo did the first virtual presentation, right? When they left the stage and they stopped doing that year, they announced that we're doing the Treehouse Live, and people were just like, "What? What? What? The Treehouse? What is this?" It becomes for me the most important thing of the whole E3 week. I'd rather sit there and watch that than anything else. By the way, day one, a lot more information usually comes out during that Direct or during that Treehouse Live. You get the 30 to 40 minutes during the Direct, but then, man, they hammer a bunch of information during the Treehouse Live. Mm-hmm. So I hope that's what we stay at. I hope that's where it stays, man. It's insanity. I love it.
Do we think E3 coming back? I think E3 is coming back next year.
Dude, listen. I'm so sick of seeing people saying goodbye to E3. Shut up.
It's not a fan event. It's a press event. It's an investor.
Well, the minute they open the door to fans, all of a sudden it becomes something totally different,
Yeah.
And it's you guys, first off, grow up. You don't even know what you're talking about. It's not going anywhere. Yes, it's having its own issues, but I don't see E3 going anywhere. Like I said, they need to pivot for sure. For sure. If I was E3, I would kick out the fans.
Yeah.
Right? Get the fans back out of it, make it completely press, and then do the virtual tickets. Sell the virtual tickets. You could sell it for a premium price. You give people items. Like I said, I would treat it very much like BlizzCon. That would be the structure that I would go for moving forward. This way, the media is going to treat it nicer because the media, listen, the media don't like it. I don't care what they tell you. They hate the fact that fans are there. That first year, they complained the whole time. Oh, it takes me forever to get from here to here. I got all these business, and then they shut it back.
Yeah. Virtual tickets, demos at home, and already I think it's a better event. Honestly, I mean, I've never been, but like I've been to conventions before, and it's like a pain in the ass waiting in the line.
Yeah, it's nuts. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it.
Yeah.